everybody. Welcome back to our little corner of the internet, and welcome back to the Taking Liberties Pro Wrestling Podcast.
Oh, baby, we're back, and it didn't even take us an entire month. You know we're making progress.
Goddamn right we are.
Yeah, that's right. Talking about not taking a whole month just to make a whole episode because our schedules aligned. Oh, hell yeah. You love to see it.
Yes, you do. We're back, everybody, and it is glad. We are glad to be back. It's a very good feeling. We are very happy.
Yes, very happy to be here. We don't hate it here. We want you to be happy here. Hope you don't hate it here. Having a great time.
This is, despite everything, I know we said this last time, but we're back faster. Despite everything, this still is a weekly podcast.
Despite the fact it's been monthly and semi-weekly for the last 2-3 months. Look, man, life happens out here. Okay, 2020 was crazy. Shit's crazy out here. Life happens.
It's been hard. Yeah, it's been real hard. So, but we're back. That's what really matters, is we're back.
Yeah, we are back in the saddle again. Oh, baby. You know it's true. So, let's quickly plug our socials and shit, and then we'll start talking about some professional wrestling.
You're damn right. So, speaking of the socials, you can go ahead and on Twitter at TLProWrestPod. That is TLPROWRESPOD. We also have a Patreon. You can follow that, or you can become a patron at patreon.com/TLProWrestPod. You can also find us on all our podcast platforms: Apple, Spotify, Google Podcast, Anchor,
Bullhorn.
Talk
about Bullhorn.
Pocket Cast. So many. We also have a Discord. You can hit us up on Twitter if you
if you're interested in the Discord, please hit us up on Twitter. We will give you the link because stupid Discord requires you to pay huge money to get your own URL. Money that the two of us broke ass bastards do not have to be given away to Discord.
Yeah, so we're not gonna do that.
But we would love to see lots of people come chat with us on the regular. You know what I mean?
Right. We would love to grow this community a bit more. We're all trying.
It's a pretty active Discord too.
Yeah, it's pretty active, pretty tight knit group of fellows.
Oh, for sure.
It's a cool place.
And we would love to see more forces are coming.
You guys can also leave Apple ratings. They help out a lot as far as just how we get seen by the algorithm. We get pushed up the charts, and then we get recommended to more people. It's just like YouTube likes. The more you interact, the more people get to see you.
We've been neglecting this for far too long. But even if you ain't got Apple, even got like an iPhone or an iPad or whatever the hell, you can still go on iTunes on the podcast platforms. Leave us a 5-star. We will read it out here on this show. Say some funny shit. Say some whatever. Say something nice. Say something mean. I don't care. Just leave us a 5-ski. Drop a 5-star frog splash on those goddamn ratings, kid. And
like you said, that's even if you listen to it on Spotify or Google Podcasts.
No matter where, just drop us a 5 on Apple. It helps us out tremendously. We're trying to get in the algorithm, get seen by eyeballs in the wrestling category of Apple Podcasts, so maybe get some more eyes, get a larger community of homies, people that we love and respect in this business.
We've talked about this off pod, but I'm going to put this out into plan. Hopefully in 2020 is to get big enough to hopefully, maybe, possibly, get a sponsorship.
Talking about Manscaped and Blue Chew in 2021.
Right.
I'm trying to sell some boner pills. You know what I mean?
I don't know if Raid Shadow Legends is listening. But
I fucking love Raid Shadow Legends. My favorite game.
I'm willing to work together. And I'm always looking for new games to play anyway. I like playing video games. And
motherfucking COD mobile ass motherfucker.
Hey, shit, it's fun. I don't
whatever you say, brother.
Whatever, brother.
Yeah, whatever, brother.
But yeah.
It's not Minecraft.
So one last shout out. Well, I do also have a totally legal version of that.
Yeah,
But
true.
one last shout out that I want to give is to our boy Nick
Nikki.
DiRito. He I actually won a Twitter giveaway of some wrestling posters. I'm gonna go ahead and open that up after the show, and I'll probably post that on Twitter. I don't know which account. I don't know if it's gonna be my personal account or the pod account, but I'm gonna do that. Show those off. I think it'll be pretty fun. So
Yeah, there's a little box opening.
yeah.
That's like good shit.
All right.
Speaking of good shit,
So
this week's episode of Impact Wrestling. See what I did there? April 15th, 2005. Now, the show was actually really good, so this is not bullshit.
right.
Show opens with a recap of the brawl between the two teams, Monty Brown, Jeff Jarrett, Kip James, and Nash, TDP, Waltman, scheduled for Lethal Lockdown at the upcoming Lockdown pay-per-view. There's a whole bunch of scrapping, and whatnot, the brawl from the previous week. Typical fare. The show, man, this opening match was super sick. It had no right to be this good.
Yeah, you're right.
The opening match for this episode was Michael Shane, of course, Kid Cash and Lance Hoyt versus Chris Sabin, of course, and Apollo and Sonny Siaki. Bro, how many weeks in a row has it been, I feel like, that we've seen Michael Shane on TV?
Dude, I'm so upset because
They're
I
pushing
actually
the shit out of this
recognized
kid.
I actually recognized this theme when it hit, and I was like, "Fuck."
Oh, I don't.
That's how I know. That's how I know that I've seen him so much. I was like, "Oh, that's fucking Michael Shane." God
I didn't recognize his theme, but
I did.
I am already like, God damn, this fucking guy.
After the recap package, it was like the first thing you hear, and I'm like, "Fuck, that's Michael Shane." I couldn't tell you the tune right now, but
The indescribable sinking feeling in your stomach when you realize that now you know what Michael Shane's theme is.
yeah, I was like, "Oh man, that's very unfortunate." It's fuck. That's so fucked.
Yeah, but this match was fucking crazy. I don't know who the hell agented this match, but hats off, because this shit was way better than I ever had any right to be.
One
typical.
of my first notes actually of this match before anything happened, it was Don West. He pointed out that Sonny Siaki and Apollo looked very similar. Yeah.
Yeah, true. That is true.
That is very true.
I had to write down, I feel like this is the 10th time I've seen Michael Shane versus Chris Sabin in some capacity. Yeah, I feel like these two motherfuckers, and like I said last week, Hail Sabin, that's my fucking guy right there. But like,
I mean, Siaki and Apollo have also been joined at the hip recently too, in some capacity.
Yeah, but at least they have a storyline. Like, what's the story between Chris Sabin and Michael Shane? Michael Shane super kicked the piss out of him because he was mad. Like, okay,
it's a good super kick, though.
Yeah, it was a good super kick. Opening was pretty standard affair. Sabin tries to tie it with Michael Shane after he lands a few cheap hits, but Shane runs away like a chicken shit heel and tags in Kid Cash as he powders out.
Yep.
Lance Hoyt was not too pleased at this. He takes some real exception and just gets on the floor with Shane and confronts him like, "Hey, little bitch, why are you tagging my homie like that, bro?" Eventually, they both just return to the corner. Siaki tags in, and Sabin tries to chase down Michael Shane on the outside, who was kind of like approaching he was approaching Sabin's side of the ring on the floor for some reason. He was doing like the old WWE game strat, like,
yeah,
let your tag partner do the rest and you take out the partner so that nothing happens, all that stuff. I don't know what's going on. Just playing SVR 2008 or something. The bad AI. So I note at this point in the match, I noticed that Sonny Siaki on his tights should have stole the fucking logo for Godsmack and put his name on it.
Did he?
I was like, bro. Yeah, I literally had to pause the show and I went on Google and looked up Godsmack, and I'm like, bro, he deadass stole the fucking sun logo that's on Batista's navel. Like, what is this?
That's fucked.
This is so fucked. Why is everyone stealing each other's shit? Jesus Christ. First we got Kenny Dykstra stealing Benjamin's literal tights, and now we got Sonny Siaki stealing Godsmack's logo. 2005 was crazy. They go to commercial after they come back. This was crazy. Tell me about this moonsault that Lance Hoyt hit.
All right, so Lance Hoyt hit probably. Well, it was without a doubt the cleanest big man moonsault that I've ever seen.
It was beautiful.
But there was so much. It was
swag.
So much form. His form was perfect. The grace was there, and he attempted this moonsault. I mean, unfortunately, he missed. But it was absolutely wonderful. It was perfect. I mean, yeah, it actually made it better because we got to see how he landed. But it was perfect moonsault. Did he did it off the top, right?
He just did it right off the goddamn top, bro. He said, "Oh, we're back in commercial."
He went up the top. He tucked his arms in, and he just fucking did a moonsault. And I was like, "Wow, that was." The only thing I feel the only thing that would have made it better, and this is how I want to a little peek back into the curtain for when I become a wrestler. My finish. The only thing I think would have made it better, and this is how S.A. Rios did it, and kind of how Kurt Angle did it. The old arms out, like
the arms out, so it looks like you're flying, baby.
Out, so it looks like a flying gimmick. Yeah.
Yeah.
The way I want to do my moonsault is I want to have the grace of S.A. Rios and like the height of Kurt Angle.
Yeah, we get to practice the piss out of them, bro. You know, talking about
I know it.
The foam pit.
It's gonna be a lot of bumping, a lot of falls. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. But yeah, like this moonsault gave fucking Chris Daniels a run for his money.
Indeed.
Best moonsaults ever, dude. I could not believe. Now, talking about Lance Archer and AEW hitting this shit, I'd go crazy. I'd go so crazy for that.
I wonder if he can still do it, because isn't he like 43?
Yeah, he's talking about, AJ Styles on the Spinal Tap, so I don't even know how to do that shit. Yeah, it was crazy, wasn't it? That shit was crazy. Yeah, it was.
That was fucking insane, dude.
Yeah, but this thing was super good. So Hoyt crashes and burns on the moonsault. Sonny Siaki hot tags in Apollo, who clears out all the heels. Apollo does an Arabian press. I was like, dude, holy shit!
Just
I couldn't. So Apollo locks hands with Hoyt, and he runs up to the top rope like some Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero shit. Does an Arabian press. The way he bounced when his legs hit the ropes and did the flip, it was like light speed. I was like, dude.
Apollo's a big dude.
At this point, I didn't understand what the fuck this match was anymore, because I was just like, what are these spots, dude? I'm going crazy right now.
Apollo was a really fucking jack dude.
Go crazy.
It was very crazy.
Yeah. So then there was a distraction by Kid Cash, of course. Hoyt manages to take advantage. For some reason, Apollo got real distracted by Kid Cash for no real reason. I don't know why.
I don't
he turned his attention for absolutely nothing. So then Hoyt with a powerbomb to Apollo. Cash hits a really nice frog splash. I mean, not RVD beautiful, but it's pretty good. Pretty good.
It was very Tanahashi-esque.
Yeah, it was pretty much as close to a high fly flow as you're seeing in 2005 TNA.
Yeah.
But yeah, and frog splash for the pin. Really good match. I literally remember walking into Smash saying, "Oh, this shit's gonna be horrid."
Right. I mean, I saw Michael Shane and I was like, "Oh, fuck."
Yeah, I saw Michael Shane and I was like, "Oh, fucking no!" And then I saw a gay basher Kid Cash and I was like, "Oh no!" But no, they really fucking showed out on the show. I was like, "Holy shit, bro, that's crazy."
Yeah, it was a very, very good match.
Yeah, for sure.
There was also a promo, or like a Jeff Jarrett's Loyal kind of promo with an injured Chris Candido. I just kind of.
Yeah, so today. Yeah, I got some of it. So Tenay and West are at the table talking about, upcoming lockdown, the show where every match will be contested inside the 6 sides of steel. When Chris Candido and his lawyer, who I think's name was Daggert, I think.
Sounds like that.
Yeah. Chris Candido's in a wheelchair with a neck brace for some fucking reason. Because he got beat up by Kevin Nash, even though he started it.
Yeah. He got beat up by Kevin Nash previously because Kevin Nash
got beat up by
because he beat
him
up Kevin
before.
Nash 2 weeks prior. Yeah.
Yeah. So Dagger claims that Kevin Nash assaulted Chris Candido and left him in the middle of the street somewhere. This is the TNA video game or something. Not exactly sure about that one, but typical heel stuff. So Dagger then says that if Kevin Nash comes into the Impact Zone tonight, he will have security arrest him, which means damn well that Kevin Nash is gonna be in the Impact Zone.
Of course.
And then this was super fucking weird. Then they go backstage to Trinity talking to Michael Shane all horny like. They're getting crazy with each other.
Yeah, it's very weird.
She tells Michael Shane that he's been doing really well recently, and he looked even better than Chris Daniels with the X Division Championship around his waist. And essentially, the crux of this promo was actually just to promote Dusty Rhodes' new book that he had just released.
Yeah, just
Dusty showing. Which is funny because that Dusty book became a fucking plot device for an angle later in the show.
Yeah, it did not.
It was crazy. And then we move on to the first of a few appearances from Team Canada on this show. We have Big Bad Petey Williams with Alistair Ralphs.
A1, baby.
A1 with Scott D'Amore versus BG James and Ron Killings with not Conan anywhere to be found. That's important for later.
No.
Before the match, BG tries to do his typical ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls who have all ages gimmick, all that bullshit. When Team Canada's like, I don't want to hear that shit. It is not 1999. So it quickly just turns into Team Canada attacks early to get the advantage, and it quickly just turns into Williams getting his shit stomped by James and Killings.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gets his shit kicked in. Oh,
there was one point where Ron Killings did it was a twisting drop toe hold. I don't know if you saw it, but he did a drop. You know how he does his twist whenever he does the lie detector,
the lie detector,
or the leg layer gimmick. Yeah.
So
he did that twist while doing a drop toe hold. So he did the drop toe hold. He hooked the leg, and then he twisted to the ground. So it was the twist that caused the momentum of them falling. I thought that was so fucking sick, dude. It was really cool.
Fucking based Ron Killings, that's for true.
He is
beyond based. Oh my god.
So underrated.
Yeah, unbelievably.
Really.
Petey Williams tags in Ralphs. After distraction by Williams, Alistair manages to take an advantage over 3 Live Crew. From this point on, it's pretty much a lot of heat being garnered up on Killings. A lot of beating him up from Team Canada.
At one point, A1 hit this really fucked looking spine buster on Ron Killings. He just landed on his ass and lower back. I don't know if Ralphs lost his footing or what.
No, he just meant to do that sore. Shit. He's like, I'm gonna fucking shoot.
It looked really sore. It looked like it hurt like hell.
Yeah, well, you know how I just be out here sometimes. It's got a little schlipski.
I guess so.
So then Truth is kind of hung over the ropes, and Scott D'Amore takes the opportunity to fucking strangle this guy. Because, of course, the referee is distracted as always.
Of course.
I'm telling you right now, man, the one episode where there's no goddamn ref bullshit. The one episode. I'm waiting for it.
See?
Oh, man. So literally both matches so far this card have already been fucking just littered with distractions and heel bullshit. Eventually there's a double down between Killings and Williams, which leads to a hot tag to BG James as he goes wild on his opponents, throwing all them punches and the whatnots and the so forths. The crowd did not give a shit. They did not give a fuck about this. Which, I mean, they literally just saw the exact same spot 10 minutes ago, so I don't blame them one bit.
Yeah. Also, this is probably they're probably into the 4th or 5th show for the tape cycle at that point.
Oh yeah, damn, they did tape cycles.
There's how many weeks between that one show?
Like 6 weeks.
And the next pay-per-view? Yeah,
6 weeks.
So this is probably the 4th or 5th show into the tape cycle.
This would be the 5th one because the next week's the go home, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, they saw the exact same hot tag spot literally 10 minutes ago. Truth comes in to clear out the ring. as a babyface does. Williams is he goes to Claire Williams and does an up and over to dodge Ralph's attack. You know, good old up and over. BG with a spine buster and Killing's rolling kick combo gimmick ski to pin Alistair Rouse for the win, like a babyface does.
Yeah, it's like a so BG gets him up in like you would a heart attack.
Yeah, it was a heart attack, but it was instead of a clothesline, it was a rolling kick.
It was a leg lariat,
yeah.
With the
spinny
on Killing's little spin,
the little spin ski,
making it pretty with the bow on top. Yeah.
Yeah, but after the match, like the baby face he is, BG literally throws Team Canada out of the fucking ring like he meant it.
Yeah, fuck you, Canadians.
Threw those fuckers out. I was like, bro, what kind of a baby face are you?
The one that hates Canada. USA.
Sure. USA. That's for true. You know what, BG James, I believe it.
He's a veteran, you know.
Yeah, that's for true.
Fuck those damn Canadians.
Fucking Canadians, go back to your maple syrup or whatever.
Mexico North.
Yeah, northern Mexico. I hate it here. Fucking God. After the match, Elix Skipper comes out to join commentary for this match. I, from this moment, immediately smelt a background commentary type of match was incoming, and boy, god damn it, was I right.
Yeah.
It's been a millennium since I remember last seeing Mikey Batts, but goddamn, was it cool to see him, I guess.
He's a good hand, you know. He's definitely
he's a
loyal job guy.
He's a Sean Spears, that's for sure.
Wait, I don't know. Isn't Sean Spears
a loyal hand?
Yeah, but hasn't Sean Spears won all his matches in 20?
Yeah, but he doesn't have the glove anymore, so that gimmick's over.
I mean, I guess, yeah. Right.
It was at this point, noticing Mikey Batts, I also wondered, where the fuck has Buck Quartermain been? I am the number one. Listen. Look here.
Listen.
Every week I'm going to say this. I am the number one Buck Quartermain stan on all of internet pro wrestling, Twitter, pro IWC, whatever the fuck you want to call it, okay? Buck Quartermain is truly that dude until I am proven otherwise, okay? Now, I don't know. I didn't see this dude's social media or anything, so, but Buck Quartermain on Impact Wrestling is based.
I haven't seen David Young.
It's been a minute.
Guy in a while as well.
Lex Lovett. I think they're on last week.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, it's so in between when you watch these damn things.
Yeah, you're right.
That's fucking true. But yeah, this was just a really listen to the commentary type of match.
Yeah.
Skipper believes that he's on the same level as Christopher Daniels in all aspects of in-ring competition, which I mean I can't argue that.
Yeah, I can't really argue that.
Daniels is putting on a clinic on fucking Bats. He's just wrecking this kid. Bats fights out of a rest chin lock thing gimmick, but gets this brutal, nasty STO for his troubles. Daniels planted his ass like a fucking tree. He's a
this whole match was basically Christopher Daniels just grounding this fucking guy.
Yeah.
Anytime he got
anything
some sort of hope spot, it was just snuffed out
immediately. Good heel shit here. Daniels puts Bats in this pump handle position and then just starts striking it with knees and knees and knees. I was like, bro, this is so sick. I was like, I'm gonna fucking steal that. Then he throws him into the corner like a piece of shit. I was like, dude, this is so sick. Chris Daniels is that boy for sure. And then we get one of the dopiest ref bumps I've ever seen. After Bats manages to get just a sliver, a modicum of a hope spot.
Yeah.
So Bats manages to hit a batch beater, which is a wheelbarrow stunner.
Okay, yeah. So, hold on, back up a little bit. So, Bats, he jumps on Daniel's back, like it's kind of like a sleeper, and he turns it into a victory roll. And then that's when Daniels kicks out, and he does. The ref was barely even near this spot.
Yeah, I thought it was stupid. It wasn't even near it.
Somehow he got bumped, right?
Yep.
And yeah, Bats does the Bats beater, which is a wheelbarrow stunner, and he gets a visual fall, which isn't actually a visual
No. This is even stupid. This is even more stupid. Is that
yeah, exactly. Okay,
is that fucking Elix Skipper runs down to the ring to do the count for the visual fall.
So he gets for anyone that doesn't know what a visual fall is. A visual fall. This is a little bit of Carney commentary for you, just a little bit of extra. So a visual fall is whenever this usually happens, in a classic babyface heel match. Whenever a babyface wants to, strange enough, this is when they want to make a babyface look strong. So I guess Mikey Batts was supposed to get something out of this, which
made him look
by the very end, I don't know what he got out of it.
He looked like a geek.
Okay, so a visual fall basically is whenever the heel is down, a babyface has done a move and they get the pinfall on the heel, but the ref is down. So the visual fall is you have a clear winner essentially. So
without a winner.
Not a winner, but if the ref was there, you would
have won. You would have won.
The babyface would have won, and most of the time, the crowd will usually count along with this sort of thing. A 1, 2, 3 chant. However, Elix Skipper, prime time baby, he comes off a commentary, and he slides in the ring, and he counts the 3.
Like him counting it counts.
And Mikey Batts, he gets up, he celebrates. Ooh. He sees that it's Elix Skipper who counted the pin, and then he looks and sees that the ref is still down, turns around, and then continues to celebrate. So Christopher Daniels is like,
reminder that the bell never rang.
Yeah, the bell has never rang. So Christopher Daniels is like, well, this dumb bastard, why is Elix Skipper in the ring? So he tosses him out. He hits Mikey Batts with the Angel's Wings, and then he gets the pin.
Yeah, because conveniently as ever, the referee Rudy Charles recovers from a 3-minute. He was down for over 3 minutes from a air quotes head collision that took him. Oh my god, more referee bullshit.
And the finish was so overbooked. I don't know why they booked this so hard.
First off, they made Elix Skipper look stupid.
They made Elix Skipper look stupid. They made Mikey Batts look like the most incompetent wrestler ever.
Oh my god, they jabronied the piss out of this guy.
And Christopher Daniels lost to a dude that didn't even know the match was over. Or that thought the match was over, I should say. He lost to a dude that thought the match was over. So nobody looked good. Nobody looked good. This was awful. This was horrible.
Yeah, no one came out of this looking good at all. It didn't help Christopher Daniels either because he got the visual pin on him. It's like, bro, what the fuck is happening? Everyone came out worse.
This dude that was a dumbass, essentially.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, this was so fucked. It was awful. After that match, Killings and BG meet up with Conan backstage. And essentially, BG was like, yeah, I was fucking lying to you the whole time. The Outlaw is up to no. He's been trying to recruit me, but you don't have to worry about that. It's all good.
I don't fuck with that man no more. Right. I don't even know him.
And then Conan is like, well, Conan for some reason didn't address the fact that, BG was lying, that he was right the whole time. But he does just tell them to stay away and not go out for his match.
He's like, let me go win this one for real quick on my own.
Yeah. So next up was Eric Young and you want to go ahead and talk about
it? Yeah, dude, fucking bro, Conan. Oh my god, this fucking guy. Oh my god.
This dude is beefcake.
He's so beef, bro. Oh my god. Whenever I look at him and I start smiling, he's so fucking huge. I'm like, oh my god, bro, look at this fucking monster.
Even in 2005, he's still jacked.
Hey, bro, oh my god, I couldn't even believe it.
Yeah.
When Conan and Eric Young are both in the ring, Conan's taking off his chains, his bandana. Young tries to attack him, but little did he know, Conan has ultra instinct, so he just fucking moved right out of the way. He said, I don't know what I'm talking about, kid.
I'm so glad you noted that, because he just sidestepped him.
He just simply showed his ass.
I'm so glad, because
I laughed at
When I
that,
saw
bro.
that spot, I was like, wow, that's definitely something that I don't care if I'm
He
like
wasn't even looking
or
either.
giving that spot, but yeah, that's a spot that I would love to replicate because he was like fixing his gear, taking off his stuff, and Eric Young was running at him.
And then skirt.
I tapped him and he started punching him in the face. I was like, that fucking rule.
My man, Ultra Instinct Conan. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's like, oh fuck this shit. Are you kidding me, bro?
Awesome.
He starts just beating the piss out of it. He's like, who the fuck do you think you are attacking over the fucking bell rings, you jamoke?
Yeah.
Fucking throws him over the top from across the goddamn ring. Mm-hmm. Straight up hammer throw things.
Does the arm hook turnbuckle sell, yeah.
Yeah. Eric Young manages to drag Conan under the ropes and pull him to the outside, and then he incapacitates Conan just long enough to escape back in the ring and distract the referee, of course. So Scott D'Amore can get a few free hits in, because fucking Team Canada, fuck you Canada,
Right.
Fuck Canada. Tenay notes during this match that at Lockdown, Bobby Roode, or Robert Roode, if you have you, and Dustin Rhodes, the Natural, are going to have a Prince of Darkness death match inside a steel cage. And now, if you're asking right now, yo, Andrew, Marquise, what the fuck is a Prince of Darkness death match? Well, let me tell you. So apparently, according to the pro wrestling database that is the internet, a Prince of Darkness match itself is just another name for a blindfold match. So essentially, a Prince of Darkness death match is a death match with blindfolds.
That sounds very dangerous.
This sounds horrible. On top of the fact that they're inside a steel cage.
I didn't even fuck. Yeah, you're right.
So it's
gonna be
that match has 3 gimmicks.
Blindfold death match.
That's 3 gimmicks in one match. And we'll talk about another match that we watched that had like 4 gimmicks in it, but we'll get there. But Jesus Christ, brother! Oh my God! Talking about Prince of Darkness, Death, Steel Cage, whatever the fuck me, dude.
Jesus loved trying to be different. They just loved trying to be different.
Yeah, they truly did.
I mean, and I can't fault them because they were different.
Yeah, they were. Yeah,
I mean, I was watching them. I was watching, so
they were certainly different. Yeah. That's for true. So Jesus Christ, what a fucking mess. What a mess. Eric Young at this point has firm control of the match, consistently, always saluting Canada in between every movie goddamn does. Of course. Because foreigners are Satan. Conan manages to make which is so fucked up. He's trying to run the foreigner angle with fucking. It's like, come on.
Yeah, there's 2 foreigners.
Like, there's 2 foreigners in the goddamn.
Cuban,
yeah, like, bro.
And Eric Young is from Canada. So
yeah, like, whatever, dude. Conan starts to make a comeback, reverses a. This was really cool. So Eric Young goes for a dragon leg screw and into like a pin attempt thing, which is reversed into a different pin attempt by Young. So it was a reversal into a reversal, which is really cool.
Yeah, I love
because Conan just completely was like, I'm not doing no goddamn leg screw, bro. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, I love chains like that. There was one point where I noticed that Conan was wrestling with 2 fat ass hoops.
Yeah, dude, he had fat hoops in his ear, bro.
So he had 4 earrings total.
Yeah, man.
I was like, how the fuck is he doing? Like, there was one point where like he shaked his head. I don't know if he was trying to get some sweat off or he was just selling or what.
He was just trying to show off the sweet bling on his ears.
Yeah, I saw his fucking ears. Like, I was like, how the fuck is he wrestling? Those things, oh man.
50 pounds each. Those are the training weights.
Oh man.
I mean, it's crazy. Damn. That's why he got yoked like that. He's wearing the earrings.
Right?
Oh
that's why his neck looks like that.
That's for true. So both men are back up on their feet. Eric Young goes for, the up and over in the corner. Gets caught by Conan. He would live to regret the fuck out of that because he got Alabama slammed out of his body. Dude, Bob Holly was somewhere with a tear in his eye. He was just absolutely, I was dumb, dude. I don't have words.
Yeah.
This Alabama slam was like Eric Young owed Conan some real life money. He's like, the best part too is that Eric Young sold it like it killed him. Probably because it did.
Probably did, yeah. Those TNA rings
Yeah, and then we got the drill beam by Conan, and that was the fucking end of that shit. I'll see you later, kid. At that, as he was leaving, I noticed that Conan was wearing 2 different pairs of underwear, and I thought that was pretty based.
I didn't even notice that. It's looking cool.
Yeah, he had a pair of he had like a pair of like boxers, and then he had a pair of briefs over top of those that you can see from his like you're meant to see the briefs from his pants, but you're not meant to see his boxers. Like, bro, you're wearing 2 underwear, bro. That's crazy. Oh my god,
hilarious.
Oh, that's pretty based. And then we go backstage to Shane Douglas, who's with AJ Styles and Jeff Hardy.
I didn't actually write anything down of substance. I just bad Styles and Hardy, and then a Raven.
Yeah, this was pretty bad. Douglas basically asked AJ about his upcoming Cage with the Abyss at Lockdown. AJ says that he's scared of the AJ Styles is not scared of much, but he's scared of the awful things Abyss could do to him. But fear is a poison that he digests well. Cool, I guess. Douglas then asks Hardy about Raven. He says some stuff that wasn't really important. And then Douglas announced that on next week's episode of Impact, Jeff Hardy and AJ Styles will team up to take on Raven and Abyss. That's a team I don't want to ever fucking go up against.
Yeah.
As
classic
or
teams fight each other
before their matches of the pay-per-view, Same thing as like literally the opening match of this show. Raven then cracks Jeff over the head with a fucking trash can and dips.
Yeah.
Sick. AJ walked away after Jeff finished talking, he got cracked in the skull. I was like, whoa.
It was so fast I almost missed it.
Yeah, and dude got fucking mollywopped. That's crazy. And then here we go on to Jeff Jarrett, Mr. Planet Jarrett himself, joining commentary. He notices the copy of Dusty's book that had been on the commentary table all night, and he threw that shit off the table like it was a piece of trash. And let me tell you that Tenay and Don West were both absolutely disgusted.
Yeah.
They were absolutely mortified with the lack of respect that Jarrett has. And, in the typical Jeff Jarrett fashion, he doesn't give a shit. I don't fucking care, bro. I own this place. I own this place. He works for me. Jarrett says that he has absolutely no respect for Dusty Rhodes, and he's never done anything in his career that even earned respect, which is sure, bro. This is where Kevin Nash makes his first appearance, and oh boy, Don West and Tenay were hyped to see Kevin Nash. They're going crazy. They want to see him wrench this fucker's neck. I want to shoot him in the fucking throat, bro. Oh my god. Fucking Nash tries to feint a move on one of the guards. Try to punk him out, and dude didn't even move. That made him look so bad.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, bro, that dude just no-sold Kevin Nash trying to fucking punk him out. That's tough. And then the main event of this show was DDP and Sean Waltman versus Monty Brown and the Outlaw. I still really wish DDP had just gone away, so I wouldn't have to hear this godforsaken song. It gets even. No. Don't even fucking start. It gets even worse on the other show we watched. It was even worse. Right. Even worse. But Monty Brown is really that fucking guy. I had to mention that him wearing a leopard print blazer while also being 3/4 of the way naked is just fucking unbelievable and just so cool. Man, this dude Monty Brown really wore a leopard print blazer in his ring gear, and it was like, yeah, this is it. This is the fit right here. Yeah. And you know what? I agree.
And he was right, yeah.
I agree. Yeah, and then I said something about DDP being here. It fucking pisses me off. This crowd went kind of crazy for Waltman when his music hit. I was like, damn, they're like Sean Waltman in this part. Goddamn. Like, he got like a really big pop just for his music, not even him himself. Real big fans of Waltman out here in the Impact Zone, that's for true. This match was also given a special 15-minute time limit. Yes, wow, I just fucking had a stroke there. 15-minute time limit. God, Jesus. By Dusty Rhodes.
Did they say why?
I don't fucking know. Probably too because they didn't want to time limit draw, I suppose. Even though the match didn't even go. I don't think the match even went 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the point was. I wrote in my notes, I'm hoping this goes less than 5. Can a homie dream? I don't want this shit to go long at all. My favorite arc in TNA so far is the pseudo rivalry between Tenay and Jarrett. It's absolutely great. This stuff is.
I agree.
Like just the back and forth, the banter, so to say, between Mike Tenay and Jeff Jarrett is just some of the best shit I've ever seen in pro wrestling. Jarrett is upset. He's unhappy about Dusty Rhodes putting on cage matches all night at Lockdown, which, same. He states that Dusty wants to lock down the ring, the Impact Zone, the city of Orlando, and everything else. And you know what? I think maybe Orlando needs a lockdown in 2021, but maybe that's just me.
I think you might be right.
Yeah, the shit's going on down there. Jesus. But yeah. The one thing with Jared I can agree with is fucking I don't want all cage matches on this show. But anyway, all sorts of heel antics in this match. Nothing of really importance or substance is really happening. Nothing too important. The Outlaw and Money Brown have been on top for the vast majority of the match up until the point where DDP starts to fire up after repeated strikes but gets shut down, just completely cut off until he fires up again. He's fired up. I'm fired up. Throwing shots, getting them back. DDP gets Money Brown into a headlock, gets pushed off into the ropes, and shoulder blocks Money Brown. He takes a back bump, and DDP drops a straight up headbutt on this dude's cock.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, he just headbutt this dude's nuts. The best part is Rudy Charles's reaction was like, oh, that looks like it hurt, but like did not care about the fact that he just low blowed Money Brown on this goddamn forehead. Okay. Very baby face, by the way. DDP hot tags in Waltman. A third hot tag of the night. Let's fucking go. Completely just fires off on the Outlaw. Hits his patented Bella Buster.
Goodness gracious.
You know, the X Factor. But Brown breaks up the pin. DDP with a cutter to Brown. Waltman with a Bronco Buster to the Outlaw while the rest is distracted. Jarrett gets in the ring and smashes his guitar over Waltman's stupid little head, which allows his boys to get the dub.
The referee made the pin right next to the...
Yeah, like he's gonna... Bro, there was a shard of guitar in the middle of the ring next to Rudy Charles. Like, bro, what the hell?
It was literally parallel to him. It was right next to him.
Yeah, whatever. This fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
After the match, DDP fucking immediately just targets Jarrett and they fight at ringside. The entire time this is happening, fucking Kip James's theme song is playing. I was like, this is crazy. Oh my god. There's nothing funnier to me than a wrestler's theme song playing during a brawl. That's just funny. The two of them
One thing I don't really like about TNA is whenever there's a brawl, they just keep bell. They just keep bringing the damn bell.
Yeah.
It's so frequent too. Like usually whenever in the Fed or anywhere else they ring the bell and there's like maybe 30 seconds, 40 seconds of a pause. And if no one comes out, it's like, okay, like hurry up. We got to get somebody out here. But in TNA, it's like 10 rings. 2 seconds later, another 10 rings. Fuck. There's no time to enjoy the brawl because you're always hearing this dinging in the background, and it's so distracting. It's really annoying.
Yeah, I certainly agree. I think it's annoying as like the first time. I think ringing the bell when the fight starts is fine, but when you keep doing it, it's like, yeah, dude, they fucking know the match is over, my guy. They know. But the two of them wind up fighting into the parking lot when Kip James comes to Jeff Jarrett's rescue. But that's when we see Kevin Nash fight through a wave of jabroni security guards. And literally right before he can hit anybody, the show goes to black. Just truly a we gotta go moment. Like, holy fuck.
Very TNA.
Very epic and very cool. Thank you, TNA. Good show. That was Impact Wrestling for April 15th, 2005, 2 weeks away from the lockdown pay-per-view. Yeah, so overall, the show was really good, not gonna lie. There's only,
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
was a pretty good job.
besides, the par for the course bullshit with the refereeing, which there's just no escaping at this point.
Yeah, the finish with the finish in that Daniels match was just really bad, though.
Yeah, that was probably the ultimate highlight of bad officiating and just stupidity. Especially because that made Elix Skipper look so fucking bad.
Yeah, just.
Elix Skipper by far came out the worst out of everyone in that situation. Because, God, it made him look stupid as balls. Couldn't believe it.
Yeah, nobody looked good. But enough with TNA. We can go ahead and hop on into our other gimmick here.
Yeah, so for this week's Blast from the Past, brother, we looked at a bit of an oldie, a bit of a classic, something that's a bit more of a cult classic in the annals of pro wrestling fandom and history. We watched IWA Japan Kawasaki Dream from August 20, 1995. This shit was a deathmatch tournament held in Kawasaki Stadium. And oh baby, this shit got fucking crazy. Oh man. So the version of the show that we found very legally, I might add, seems to have it seems to have been like like the DVD release of this show, but some of the matches were chopped up like fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Now, luckily, it was mostly the matches that didn't matter, but still, there were a few
cuts. There were a few cuts in some of the death matches I did. I don't think it was.
I think it was just to help the pace.
Yeah, I don't think it was heavily impacted.
Yeah, so I think there's
whomever it was that did upload this, they didn't give a fuck about the wrestling, the pro wrestling.
Oh
matches.
yeah, there was like 2 or 3 like regular pro wrestling matches on this show that were cut like a third of what they were. Honestly, thank you. But
yeah, because one went like 17 minutes, one went like 20 something minutes.
Yeah, one of those matches went 17 minutes, and we watched it. It was less than 5. Yeah. I was like, this is great. Mostly because the crowd had absolutely no fucking heat for it at all. They did not care.
Yeah, they didn't care.
They're like, where's the glass on the barbed wire, dude? What the hell? Me too, actually. So this show begins with like a compilation of all the shit that happens on this show. Saw a couple of those spots, and I was like, oh my god, I can't believe it already. And they show like the participants of this card itself gathered in the ring together before the show begins. And then as soon as they kind of break off, Leatherface uses his fucking chainsaw and terrorizes the crowd with it, which is fucking cool as hell. I was like, this is sick. Man, I was like, literally just had his chainsaw running around in the crowd, shoving it in people's faces. Like, damn, bro. So, the first match of the deathmatch tournament, we saw Mr. Ganusuke versus Tiger Jeet Singh in a barbed wire barricade match. Now, there was no barbed wire on these barricades, so I'm going to argue that the name of this match type immediately. But, maybe that's just me.
This was my first time ever watching Mr. Tiger Jeet Singh.
Yeah, pretty much almost every person on this card is my first time seeing them. But, Tiger Jeet Singh came out to the ring with a big fucking rapier, dude. And, before the match, he attacked a young boy on the floor before getting in the ring. And then he attacked the referee. Like, this dude was a menace. So then he's just beating the motherfucker out of Ganusuke. He's like, yeah, I'm winning this match, bro. I'm gonna beat the piss out of you. So the both of them wind up on the outside of the ring, and Singh is just bouncing Ganusuke around like a pinball, just beating the piss out of this guy. Brings him into the crowd for more fighting, just beating on him. Singh beats on Ganusuke with a chair out of the crowd and gets a nice gash on his forehead. You know, it's bloody. That's what I like to see. Show me the blood. Thing brings Inosuke all the way back to the ring. And inside the ring, Inosuke tries to fire back with a small comeback. A few drop kicks, some chops in the corner. Gets completely shut down, thrown right back out of the ring. Sting's like, dude, I don't know what the fuck you're trying to do. I'm winning this match, though.
Honestly.
Gets him right back into the ring after not doing all that much. Sting gets a chain and uses it to strangle Inosuke, just try to kill him. Literally trying to kill this guy. But Inosuke manages somehow to fight his way free of this. Tries to come back again, but gets cut off by Sting. Gets goozled with a pin attempt. Absolutely goozled this guy. He kicks out of a pin. Sting then brings a board wrapped in barbed wire into the ring, goozles this fucking guy again, and presses the back of his head into the barbs, which results... This was disgusting. I was like, dude, you gotta... Fucking Christ.
Right.
That's crazy. But he's like literally pressing the back of his head into the barbs while choking him, which results in Inosuke tapping out. And after the match, they capture Inosuke running to a bathroom to throw up into a toilet, which was funny as shit. Man got beaten within an inch of his life. Felt bad for him, but I also didn't in a deathmatch tournament.
True.
And then we moved to the second match, which was Leatherface versus Terry Funk in a barbed wire board chain deathmatch. This match was crazy. I was like, hell yeah, let's go. Every single Terry Funk match on this card went crazy in its own way. This match starts after Leatherface bumps the referee. For some reason, the referee's taking 2 bumps already. That's crazy. I don't know why they're doing this to him. Then immediately just disrespects Terry Funk by going for a funk salt that barely connects. So, the same as a regular funk salt. Very disrespectful. Leatherface then says, I'm gonna throw you out of this fucking ring under the barbed wire board, bitch. After striking him in the face with a chain that looked kind of brutal. So Funk Lee just falls out of the ring onto the barbs. I was like, fucking Christ, dude. Back in the ring, Leatherface takes the chain and wraps it around Funk's face and strangles him with it. This looks so cool. This is the shit I'm here for, honestly. I'm trying to see people fucking nearly die. Then Funk manages to kind of get his way out of this, little Houdini trick. Both go to the outside. Leatherface decides, I'm in a baseball stadium. Why don't I just climb this fence? So he does. Got this massive fence that sections off a big portion of the crowd in the upper bowl of the stadium itself from the lower level. And Funk is just gonna this just chases him up the cage. So they're both just up on this fence fighting. Funk with the chain in his hand climbs to the top and wraps the chain around Leatherface's neck and fucking hangs him. Oh my god, that shit was so metal. I couldn't believe my eyes, dude. This is the shit I'm here
really
for.
Fuck, yeah. Just straight up hanging this dude.
Hung this dude in front of 24,000 people. Hell yeah. Manages to kind of get out of it. Leatherface pulls him down from the top and crotches him on the lower fence, which fucking, how do you crotch yourself without hurting? I still don't get it.
I don't either.
Looks horrible. Both men get back to the floor, and Leatherface sets up a barbed wire board in the corner of the ring. He gets Funk back in, and he just throws him all the way across, but Funk hit the board pretty softly. He probably didn't want to do it quite yet. Yeah. I was like, whoa. Both men wind up back on the floor outside, wrapped together by the chain, kind of like a dog collar match or something like that, but with their hands. Leatherface sets up one of those small, skinny Japanese tables, and lays Funk up on it. While still, now keep in mind, during this entire spot that I explained, they're still chained together. Leatherface then gets up on the apron and climbs to the top rope for some kind of body splash gimmick or whatever. But Funk, being a guy with a brain in his head, decides, if I get up and pull him with this chain, he will crash and burn. And so he does.
I thought he was going to do a front flip senton. I was like, whoa.
No, he just decided he wanted to break some ribs. So Funk pulls Leatherface from the top down and makes him crash rib first into the table, which does not break. This classic I am the table moment for true. Leatherface manages to get back into the ring, and then this is the most ridiculous shit I ever saw on this entire card. Fucking Terry Funk with a flurry of mean-looking punches knocks Leatherface out long enough to get a 3.2 count for the win. Unbelievable that this is what they fucking end the match on, some fucking punches. That was pretty funny. I couldn't help but laugh. That was fucking good. Goddamn Leatherface breaking his ribs on the table just to lose to some punches. True. And then, you want to talk about this next match, brother?
All right, so the next match was Cactus Jack versus Terry Gordon. What was the stipulation?
The match type here was a barbed wire baseball bat thumbtack death match.
Yes.
And oh baby, did they use the fucking thumbtacks? Let me tell you right now.
Yeah. Okay. So the match starts with both guys just having to sprint to the ring.
Yep.
They're on opposite sides of the stadium. I guess not stadium, but
they're just on the floor on the opposite sides.
Yeah, they're on the floor. Yeah, as far as can be, and they sprint to the ring
after a countdown.
After a countdown, and they race for a barbed wire baseball bat. I think it was a baseball bat. You know, the show was in like 210p.
Yeah, it was in super low quality.
So they get the baseball, or they race for it, and Gordy got it first, right? And he fought off
somehow Cactus Jack beat Terry Gordy in a race. I don't know how.
Yeah, so Gordy got the gimmick first, and he beats off Cactus in the corner.
Whoa! Pause.
He fought off Cactus in the corner.
Whoa! Talk about beating your boy off in the corner.
Cactus fights back, and he stays on top for a while until Gordy cuts him off. Gordy just whoops his ass, and Cactus makes a slight comeback until he just fucking launches him. He launches him off the top to the floor, and then, dude, there's this one point where Gordy just fucking curb stomped Jack's face right.
Yo, that was gross.
It was nasty.
That was so gross.
So he gets curb stomped into the text, and they're like all in his forehead. I don't know if they were in his like eyelid, but like around his eye was definitely bleeding.
Fucking God, it was so gross.
Yeah, it was so nasty. So Cactus, he does his they brought back into the ring. He does his leg lariat. They're hung up on the rope, and they roll outside. Gordy versus an Irish whip into the barricade, and he clotheslines Cactus over. And then they do a pile driver on Japanese tables, which means it does not.
It's gonna suck mad dick.
Yeah, so a pile driver on a table that does not break. They fight back.
Oh, this was even worse. This was actually worse than the curb stomp to me.
They fight back, right? And they fight back into the ring. And Terry Gordy does a goddamn console bomb into the thumbtacks.
Bro.
And Cactus just lands. So for anyone that doesn't know what a console bomb is, it's the original power bomb. I'm pretty sure Gonzo in Japanese stands for original. So it's the one that who was it? Luthez? I don't know. He made everything. It was probably
Luthez is the innovator of wrestling. Don't you know that? Like wrestling started with him.
Pretty much. Like that's a shoot. Like most things used today came from. I think he was the.
It's basically what you would call. It's basically what you would consider like a high angle power bomb.
Yeah, but this is the original power. If I remember correctly, this move was originated by accident. I don't know what it would have.
Well, yeah, this move looks like a fucking accident.
But essentially, it's like you said, it's a high angle, and a Gonzo bomb is essentially it's a power bomb right on the top of someone's head and neck. So Cactus got Gonzo bombed into these thumbtacks, and immediately the back of his head just
filled with them.
Thumbtacks in his nose or on his neck, thumbtacks in his shoulders. Just
I'm pretty sure we had to pause when that happened because it was so fucked that we had to like take a second to be like, oh my god.
Yeah, and then he does another Gonzo right near the ropes.
Yeah, it seemed like this time Cactus kind of sandbagged him a little bit.
Yeah, I think so. He's probably in a lot of.
I don't want to do this. He's like, I don't want to do that again. Actually.
Yeah. He had thumbtacks sticking out of his back, his arm, his boots, his head.
Fuck all that.
Face.
Jesus.
Yeah. So somehow, after all that, after the second Gonzo bomb, Cactus kicks out. He does a DDT to Gordy onto the tax or into the tax, and he gets a win, and Gordy kicks out at like 3.01. It's like the fastest.
Yeah, he kicks out immediately after 3.
Hulk Hogan had nothing on this fucking 3 kick out. Like,
yeah, he kicked out at 3.
Lose this match, yeah.
Yeah. And then after the match, he fucking curb stomped him on the tax again.
Yeah.
What the fuck, bro?
As you do.
He was so pissed. He fucking tried to kill him again. Oh my god.
He went backstage very upset.
Talking about Terry Gordy's an absolute. Also about menaces. This guy's a menace. although to be fair, Tiger Jeet Singh is all over this fucking card, so maybe he was the true menace.
Oh, he was absolutely a menace.
And then we move on to Shoji Nakamaki versus Hiroshi Ono, two men I'd never heard of or seen before, in a barbed wire baseball bat thumbtack death match. The same exact stipulation as before.
Yeah. Sorry, you're gonna have to excuse our ignorance of both death match and PRS. So.
Yeah, we're trying. We're watching more as we go. First we had Stardom. Now we're watching a death match tournament. Which here's a funny thing that I figured out while we were watching this is that this was like literally the second show that Emi Sakura had ever worked on in her entire career, and in a dark match.
You told me that, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Also, if anyone wants to recommend more Joshi, we're down to watch.
More Joshi and Puro suggestions, please. Thank you. But yeah, so fucking Emi Sakura had her debut match 3 days before this show.
Yeah, that's really
crazy. That's so crazy to me. But just like the previous match, this match starts with a countdown with both men rushing to the ring to... This is unbelievable. So they rush to the ring to get the barbed wire bat. They beat each other with it, and then they do a collar no tie-up.
Yeah, so they really beat each other in the chest with it, right?
Yeah, they hit each other in the chest with it, with the baseball bat, and then we're like, you know what?
And then
we should tie up.
Fuck the bat. How about we just do a goddamn collar and elbow?
I could not believe my eyes. I was like, this is meme wrestling.
I was actually laughing.
Bro, imagine like in the Fed, right? Imagine like in the Fed, you have like a really hot angle, right? Like I don't know. Like what's like a hot angle? Like Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey, right? And and the match starts with them beating each other with kendo sticks or some shit, and then they tie up. Like what the fuck?
Could you imagine if with the electricity of like the Rock Austin matches or the Cena matches, or even Cena and did I say Rock Cena?
Yeah,
Rock Hogan.
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine if those matches if they started with us? We're gonna beat the shit out of each other, and then we're gonna tie up. Crowd be fucking dead.
Man,
on arrival.
It's only funny here because the fucking barbed wire bat was first. That's so fucking crazy.
Right, like you did the most extreme thing.
Yeah, like one of the like most extreme things you can possibly do, and then we're gonna wrestle.
We're gonna test each other out.
Yeah, like was that the feeling out process? Fucking instead of like pacing around the ring, like put the hand up for the test of strength. They're like, no, I'm gonna fucking hit you with a barbed wire baseball bat, and if you're still standing, then I'll do a collar elbow tie when you prove your worth.
Absolutely, there is.
They're just grunting at each other until the lockup breaks. Shoji throws Ono to the outside and throws his ass into the crowd. He then smashes Ono over the head with a chair. and then he takes over towards the table from earlier. Ono manages to fight back, and at this point, he is just bloody. He's bloody. Presumably, I'd assume from taking that chair shot. I'm gonna assume he probably bladed, because I'm pretty sure these chairs are made of plastic. But you know, maybe he just busted open hard with a plastic chair. Who knows?
This might have been the match that I was telling you. They were fucking around with barbed wire, but I still saw the guy hitting.
Yeah. Fucking. Okay, what's later on in the match? But Yeah. So they're fighting around. Ono is bleeding. Yeah. So Ono's bleeding. Then he manages to launch Shoji into the ring post head first, which this is when Shoji bladed. I'm pretty sure he bladed himself, because when he came back up, he was bleeding. Which, first off, I'm pretty sure that if I'm not saying, and I'm not condoning this, but if you just ran your head first into the pole, you're probably going to bleed anyway.
Well, that's why Nigel McGuinness did not have. Personally.
Yeah, but I remember Brock Lesnar doing it that one time, and the match got way better because of it. About WrestleMania 31, that main event went crazy. I don't give a fuck. Real quick tangent, real quick. That match was sick as fuck. That's all I'm gonna say. Right. Anyway, so then back in the ring, they're both bloodied up. They do some wrestling stuff, which is cool, I guess. Shoji throws Ono back out of the ring. They walk all the way to another ring somewhere else in the stadium for some reason.
Yeah.
Where the board of tacks can be found. They got a board is full of tacks. Ono is almost stuffed into the tacks, but escapes. He's like trying to push his face into him, basically. And then Shoji manages to put in a restaurant quality STF. Oh baby!
And there's a rope break.
And then there was a rope break. That was confusing. Because, I mean, maybe we just don't know shit about death matches, but I would have just instantly assumed that rope breaks weren't a thing.
Okay, so even if you want to say that we don't, this is a death match in general, so be no rope break. They went to a completely different ring.
Yeah.
What?
Maybe the rules
shouldn't apply at that point.
Maybe the rules in this ring are just different, Maybe we got like crazy different rules in this specific ring.
Maybe
that's what it is, I mean, that's the ring where all the regular wrestling matches were happening, I think.
I suppose so.
But they were getting bloody and crazy up in there for all the right reasons.
I think you're right. Which means that they ended up just bleeding all over the ring that the non-bleeders wanted to use.
It's like a fucking. it's like a lunk at a Planet Fitness.
Yeah.
Back on their feet after the STF, Shoji tries for a bulldog on Ono into the tacks, but it's reversed into a side suplex into the tacks, which looked dirty and nasty and gross and awesome. He then picks him up and just does it again. 2 side suplexes into the tacks. Bitch. Cover for a 2 count. Hiroshi Ono tries one more attempt at some tack-based offense, but gets powerbombed for his troubles and lands in the tacks himself. Shoji then picks up Ono and hits the fucking skull-crushing finale, I guess what you could call it, onto the tacks.
Pretty much, yeah.
Thankfully, Hiroshi Ono managed to cover up his face with his hand before the impact. Otherwise, he would have gotten tax in the eyeball for sure.
Which I'm still sure fucking sucked to.
Oh, getting tax in his hand is probably barely any not bad.
Yeah.
English. These two are just completely covered in each other's blood. Shoji picks up the win here. After the match, the two hug it out and show a lot of respect after actually trying to kill each other, which is really cool.
Yeah, it was a real nice match.
Yeah, it was pretty good. After that, we got our first of 2 shitty normal matches on this card in a row.
Pro wrestling.
This match was cut up to bits. This match went 18 minutes. And we saw barely any of it.
About it. Honestly,
I'm just gonna skim through it.
The first of the 2 matches was Flying Kitty Kara and Tio Kano, and Kid one.
Yeah, Flying Kid Ichikara showed off his athleticism, and Tio Kano took the L, or whatever. It was whatever.
And
no, I'm completely wrong about that, because Ichikara went for a Frankensteiner and then got pinned for it. So actually, Okano won. It was for some championship of some sort that literally looked like.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It looked like the Intercontinental Championship from 2011.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
With like a red strap.
He reversed the Rana for roll through. He got the win. So after that was Iceman and Kamikaze.
Yeah, I remember during this shit, I was like, bro, there's no way that Kamikaze is a dude dressed in white and Iceman's a dude in purple, and God, was I wrong.
Yeah, you were wrong.
I could not fucking believe it. This match, was a blown finish. Yeah, this finish was blown to hell. I want to talk about this real quick, because this finish was blown to shit. So the ending of the match was a bunch of weird bullshit where there's like trying to. God, Jesus, fucking Iceman is trying to do like that pin you do where you do like the Bray Wyatt bridge thing over the dude with his legs like kind of thrown over his head, but he could not for the life of him get this shit locked in, and it looked so bad. This thing looked awful, and the entire finish is blown to hell after this. Like, no one cared anymore. The ref was like, "Fuck this shit. I don't even care. I'm fucking just kind of, whatever." And then we moved back into deathmatch territory. Thank fucking Christ. We get Tiger Jeet Singh versus Terry Funk in just a normal deathmatch. There wasn't anything crazy about the stipulation here.
Yeah, it was just a normal deathmatch.
Just your normal cut and dry, everyday run-of-the-mill deathmatch. Before the match, Tiger again attacks a fucking young boy for no goddamn reason. This time, he beat him within an inch of his life with his rapier. Like, bro, that's a sword, bro. You're gonna kill this guy. Fucking. So Funk just goes to the floor and is like, screw this, I'm just gonna fight him. I don't care about the fucking in the ring bullshit. Tiger gets the advantage, starts beating Funk with his rapier all over the crowd. Funk is still just slathered in his blood from his match with Cordy earlier. Just looks like absolute shit.
Didn't clean up at all.
No, he doesn't clean up one time this whole show. He looks like shit by the end. Oh my god. Further brawling in the crowd, Tiger has this weird, sharp clasper object thing. I literally could not tell what the fuck this thing was.
Yeah, he has this thing. It didn't help that the show was not good quality. He had this metal object. It was like...
They look like a clamp.
It looked like something that you might be able to... But it was also like a kind of bar thing. I don't know. It was
weird.
He used it to stab, poke, squeeze, prod, and bash Terry Funk with
anywhere that can be used to apply here.
He also did that while Funk was sitting in some broken glass. So
Yeah. So Tiger has this really weird sharp object and just keeps stabbing Funk in the side with it.
Yeah.
Trying to give him like the little taser or something.
At one point, he like used it to like pinch his skin together.
Yeah, I was fucking dick.
Yeah.
Funk is sitting his ass in a bed of broken glass while Sting uses the sharp object to grind away at Funk's forehead.
Just bleeding all over the glass.
Just bleeding everywhere. Just blood everywhere. At this point, even the referee's like, dude, Sting, you need to fucking relax, dude.
Yeah, like the referee's like trying to stop this dude. He's
like, bro, you need to relax, my guy. Back into the ring they are. The bed was on the floor. Singh tries to attack him even further, but Funk hits this really strong headbutt, which kind of rocks Singh kind of sends him for a loop for a second. Funk then, for some reason, throws the ref to the floor. Dude, what is it with them assaulting the referee? He's just trying to do his damn job. Throws the damn ref to the floor. Picks up that weird stabby object. The crowd was really hyped for this. They're like, yeah, dude, get this motherfucker.
Actually, no, he pulled a gimmick out from his boot.
Oh, right. So he gets
a gimmick out from his boot.
He pulls this
like stabbed Funk right in the head with it.
He's got a shank. He had a shank or something. He
stabbed him in the head and like stabbed him in the neck. Fuck.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? You just stabbed him.
This match got fucked. Actually, I think this
is really fucked.
Murder Terry Funk.
Yeah,
it's just wrestling, bro.
It's just wrestling, dude. I'm taking it so fucking literally. You mark. Suddenly, Cactus Jack appears with a goddamn rapier. And then Terry Funk is getting held by Cactus Jack as, So, Cactus Jack tries to attack, but, Funk manages to duck out of the way, leading to Singh getting smashed in the face with his own rapier, and then Funk pinning Singh after Cactus Jack blatantly fails to break up the pin on time.
Yeah.
Because he, not for the lack of not trying, because he did not try. After the match, Terry Funk literally collapses on the fucking floor.
Yeah.
Which, if anything, this was an indicator of what was to come in the main event.
You're right.
It's crazy how we didn't notice this until looking back on it now. But immediately after, we get was probably the most fucked up death match of the entire night as far as stipulations. Cactus Jack versus Shoji Nakamaki in a barbed wire board spike nail death match, which essentially means that there was a board covered in fucking like 9-inch nails, just covered. Yeah, you like what I did there? Okay, yeah. So, fucking the bell rings and both men are just kind of staring at each other for a bit until they start fighting. Like, I don't even know what to do. They got the fucking spike board. I'm gonna kill you. Shoji winds up on the apron. One Cactus has a baseball slide and just drops Shoji onto the barbed wire board on the outside. Just lands on it. It's pretty brutal. He's like just rolling around on a barbed wire board for no goddamn reason. It was gross. So then Cactus on the outside grabs the spike nail board, throws it into the ring, fighting on the floor, and Cactus wraps. This is crazy. Cactus takes some of the barbed wire from wherever the hell he got it from, and just wraps it around Shoji's head. I was like, oh my god, dude, are you fucking kidding me? Ridiculous. So then they wind up back in the ring. The two fight around the spike board because they don't want to fuck. Who the fuck wants to even touch that shit?
Honestly.
Cactus has a setup in the corner. Cactus then hangs Shoji over the middle rope and places the barbed wire board onto him with the spikes going on his back and shit. Does a running hip attack type gimmick. Just forcing the barbed wire into this dude's back did not look very fun at all. Got a cover for 2. Shoji rolls out of the ring, but lands his arm on the fucking spike board. There was one on the floor as well as one in the ring. I was like, God, fuck, this thing's talk about a menace. This fucking spike board. This thing is horrifying to look at. I thought I was looking at the goddamn that one stage from Mortal Kombat. Fucking Jesus.
Yeah, something was fucked.
It was huge, immensely fucked, auspiciously fucked. Then back in the ring, Cactus gets thrown into the spike board by Shoji a couple of times in a row. Clearly it hurts because he hits one of the spikes with his hand at one point, just starts like fucking holding it like, oh shit, that fucking hurt.
Yeah, like, fuck.
Oh, I had to stab myself. So then goes for a body splash, but Cactus dodges, so Shoji rolls around on the barbed wire that he had him fucking laid out on. Looked fucking brutal. Suplex from Cactus onto the barbed wire board, followed by an elbow drop. Shoji gets fired up. Oh my god, he gets lit. He's like, I'm gonna die lit. And headbutts the corner pad a couple of times before throwing a fat headbutt at Cactus Jack. Cactus just kind of eats it. DDT a Cactus onto the board onto the barbed wire board. Only gets a 2. And then Cactus says, all right, let me show you what happens when I do a DDT on this board, though, and he gets a win. Yep. That was truly... I mean, God, fucking... Dude, that spike board was actually... fuck that thing. Fuck that thing.
When Cactus did the Cactus elbow onto the spiked board, that was so fucked.
Oh, yeah. That was really fucked up. Yeah, I had him on the floor. I don't know how I didn't write this down. So, So Shoji's on the floor, and Cactus lays the spike board on top of him with the spikes like on top of him, and then he does his signature Cactus elbow off the apron and elbows like goddamn spikes into Shoji. I'm like, bro,
yeah, because the board at first, the board is spikes up, and everyone thought that Cactus was gonna do a body slam onto the boards. He just did a body.
Yo,
he just
actually,
did a body
I
slam
almost thought I thought he was gonna fucking do it too. I was like, "There's no way."
I mean, I did too, but he just did it onto the concrete,
Yeah,
and then he
which is
put the spike board over him, and he did the cactus elbow from the apron onto Shoji, and I thought that was like fuck.
yeah, the whole thing was fucked. And then we had one of two more regular ass, normal ass wrestling matches. The Headhunters. I have the Headhunters versus El Texano and Silver King. This was
yeah.
this match again
I wrote
was
next up
largely unimportant.
Headhunters, El Texano, Headhunters win.
Yeah. There was some funny moments in this match. Like there was this weird ass tag where one of the Headhunters was already in the ring when he tagged the other one. So like, and the referee was just like, "Yeah, that's cool." That shit had me.
In the main event of the TNA show when the heel Monty Brown just did and it for some reason counted as a tag.
Just clap.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this match was super cut up to shit. There was a funny tope at one point from one of the Headhunters because these dudes are both like 350 pounds each, easy peasy.
Yeah.
Although, you know, I'm not a fan of big men doing topes. This was goofy as shit, so I'll take it. And then we move on to the only regular match on the show that had any fucking meaning whatsoever. We had Dan Severn versus Tarzan Goto. Now, unfortunately, this is not the actual Goto that some of you might be thinking about. This is just a different dude. But this was a slugfest. As Dan Severn ever would have it, this was a goddamn slugfest.
Yeah, I didn't write anything down for it.
It was just a whole lot of fighting. They just fucking fought.
They just swapped the whole time.
Goto tries a bunch of dirty tactics, but Dan Severn's like, dude, we're having a straight up match, bro. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. All these fucking weapons and shit, bro.
Dan Severn was not having any of that.
Back where I'm from, we just fight it out, brother. You fucking mark. Bunch of stuff happening on the outside. Goto throws a chair from outside the ring at Dan. He throws it right back at him. Both back in the ring. Severn gets a nice heel hook on. But he kind of just fights out and stomps away all over Goto. Fujiwara armbar on Dan Severn, but he manages to fight through into this rear naked choke, which at this point I was like, is this match really already over, bro? Chill. But no, not yet. Goto and Severn then end up on the outside of the ring. Goto then attempts murder by getting this glass bottle of, I don't know, beer or something from under the ring.
He just breaks it over
he smashes it on the fucking ring post.
Yeah.
He smashes this bottle so he has a sharp object to murder Dan Severn with. I was like, dude, relax. You mark. Oh my god. Severn gets a chair to block the attempted murder. The two of them fight into the crowd. Goto beats Severn down. And I mean down. With a chair, just beating the piss out of this guy. I said, go back to America, you stupid, filthy gaijin, you piece of shit. Goto gets back in the ring, and Dan Severn fucking gets furious. Starts throwing the chairs like frisbees all the way from the crowd into the ring. I was like, oh my god, this is fucking crazy. He was pissed.
He was very upset, yeah.
Yeah, both men back in the ring, both have chairs. Just swinging them, exchanging chair shot attempts. Looking at strip Obi-Wan and Anakin. Fucking sword fighting over here.
Yeah,
it was pretty sick. It was going at it. I'm sure their hands fucking hurt after.
I'm sure.
Goto goes for a body block, but Severn lifts up Goto into an air raid crash, which looks super cool. Severn then goes for a rear naked choke and wrenches this shit like he's gonna fucking kill this guy. He meant it. It eventually turns into like a chin lock type of thing, and eventually the referee eventually waves off the match after Goto passes out.
Yeah.
After the match, Severn empties a water bottle all over Goto's face in the ultimate disrespect and just smacks him around like, hey, wake up, you piece of trash. I just knocked your ass out, bitch. Then when he wakes up, Goto pushes him away really hard, and then they brawl all over the ring until the young boys all around just come and break that shit up and like, please stop. We have another match to do. Please stop.
Yeah. That was the match.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
That's fucking kicking ass like always.
Slugfest. I was happy to see my first full Dan Severn match fight. This is hardly a match, as a fight.
Yeah, 10 7 rules.
And then we had the main event and the final match of the King of the Deathmatch tournament here on August 20th, 1995. We had...
Obviously, I mean, this is the most well-known match from...
Oh, yeah, this is the reason we even watched the show in the first place, was for this match.
Honestly. Yeah.
We had Cactus Jack versus Terry Funk in a... No, get your pen and paper out to get the stipulation down. This was a barbed wire rope, exploding barbed wire boards, and exploding ring time bomb death match. Now,
yes,
that is
everything
1,
explodes.
2,
time bomb death match.
Three gimmicks in this match. 4 gimmicks in this match, including the death match stip, which is just par for the course here. Terry Funk looked like absolute shit by the time this match started. He looked like he was ready to keel over and die.
I mean, they both did.
Yeah, they both. Cactus looked better at least, but fucking Terry looked horrid.
Yeah, it was real bad.
Yeah, so this match started like a fucking boxing match. Both of these dudes were squared up and pacing around each other in the ring until Funk just threw a couple of punches at Cactus, and then they tied up. Cactus then tries to whip Funk into these barbed wire ropes, but he stops short. He's like, whoa, not today, piss boy.
And then Terry Funk points at his head, and then I immediately animations from Fire.
Yeah, looking like the fucking Fire Pro animation. They're talking about the head point, the arm. Shma, I watched Rick and Morty at least twice.
5,000 IQ, brother.
That's true. So then, the crowd's like, ooh, very good. You didn't hit the ropes, very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah. And then Funk tries to whip Cactus, but he slides under the ropes. Very smart, very agile for Cactus Jack. He's not fat yet. It's not 2010 yet. He brings an exploding barbed board into the ring. This thing actually fucking explodes.
Yeah, it just explodes.
In the ring, Cactus throws some strike at Funk's until he falls onto the board, causing a nice little explosion directly under his back. That looked awful. I would like to never experience anything like that. Oh my god. Cactus goes for a cover for 2. Funk mounts something of comeback offense, setting up some of the boards they use for himself. He throws Cactus into the snapmare-like type of deal onto a board that explodes. Get yours back and all that sweet stuff. Funk then used a setup board that he had up against the ropes, barbs facing away, and does a pile driver to Cactus onto it. That went crazy. Fucking just onto a wood board pile driver. Didn't want to stab his ass. I kind of get it. Then they go to the outside. Cactus drops Funk and lays a board on top of him. Does the elbow gimmick on him again, but this time with barbed wires. This one did not explode, although it would have been fucking crazy if it did.
Would have made it better.
Although Funk would have fucking died.
Probably, but it would have made it better.
Funk manages to rally up, fight back, gets Cactus into the ring. He applies a heel hook hold thing. But at this point, Tiger Jeet Singh is like, I'm back in this. I hate you, Terry Funk. Die, you old bitch. He had a real issue with this guy for no real reason. I didn't understand it. He attacks Terry Funk with that rapier, just beating the dog shit out of him. He and Cactus throw Funk across the ring as hard as they can into an exploding board that he crashed into face first, so it exploded into his goddamn face. That looked terrible. At this point, you can hear the ring announcer was doing the countdown for the time bomb. So Cactus and Tiger saying clear the ring, and this is the goofiest shit I've ever seen, bro. Oh my god. So the bomb goes off with Terry Funk being the only person in the ring, and it's basically just like firecrackers going off. Even Funk's like, what the fuck? I thought I was supposed to die.
Yeah, the ring poots a little bit. Little corner pyro.
Yeah, Kane's pyro was more explosive than this.
I've seen deadly deathmatch explosions.
Bro, fucking Wrestling Society X had the fucking exploding cage.
Yeah, this was
that was lit. This is was kind of I felt kind of underwhelmed by this, to be honest. I was kind of upset that there wasn't a fucking murder here.
Incredibly underwhelmed, actually.
Yeah, fucking even Terry Funk's like, how I thought I was supposed to die. Like, what the hell?
Right, yeah.
Cactus Jack gets back in the ring, but Funk is
throws Funk on a fucking exploding board.
Yeah, he said, at this point, Cactus is just trying to kill this guy at any means necessary. I'm sick of this fucking old bastard. Cactus then somehow... fucking Funk fights him back into a corner and he gets suplexed into an exploding board for himself. Cactus somehow manages to come back from that. Brings a ladder into the ring for God knows fucking why. Because he wants Funk to do a Funk song and nearly kill himself again in ECW or something. Brings a ladder in. He climbs the ladder for no fucking reason. And Funk, like, stands up and, like, leans his back up against the ladder to push it over. Which sends Cactus Jack careening into these barbed wire ropes. He just tumbles. Looked so tough. Funk collapsed after pushing over the ladder. Cactus literally crawls over to Funk after falling and then covers him and then pins him for some reason, and he does not kick out. This was so weird that they fucking, I don't know what the hell happened here, but it seems that at some point during this match, Funk took a serious, I don't know what happened, but something was seriously wrong with his, I think it was his left arm. Because so Cactus pins Funk. Even the referee's kind of confused at first, and they after like 30, 45 seconds, they're like, oh, I guess we got to ring the bell. So the bell rings. Cactus.
When the show's ending, you see that has to get into.
Yeah. So
see that his arm is fucked.
Oh, his arm is super fucked up.
Cactus. Did ask our residential deathmatch expert Nick.
Yeah. He said that's what happened?
Yeah, he said Funk was sure.
Yeah, so Cactus claims his trophy, and then after the match, Cactus is in the locker room talking about how he's been chasing Terry Funk for years, trying to finally defeat and surpass this guy. But, you know, it's kind of gotta suck for a guy like Mick Foley, who, like, you know, probably for shoot skis was, like, actually kind of chasing Terry Funk, just for the one time he finally beats him to go down the way it did.
Well, like, I mean, Terry Funk was like, I don't know, in his 50s when he did this match.
Yeah, he was pretty old already.
And this 50-plus-year-old man, 3 death matches in
a single day.
Maybe the span of 8 hours? Like, what? Of course he got fucked up. Like,
I mean, yeah, for sure. I'm not surprised by any means. I'm just saying that if I'm Mick Foley, I'm like, damn, bro, the one time I was probably supposed to beat this guy anyway, and we went with a fucked finish.
There's no way that no one saw this coming. I mean, that's all I'm saying.
Oh, for sure. But yeah. So after all that, all the hoopla and whatnot, they show Terry Funk leaving the arena with a bunch of fans waiting for him, or there's an ambulance, and he's like, you know, kind of hot dogging to the crowd, and to let him know that he's not dead or nothing. But he crawls into the ambulance, and they kind of go off, and that's how the show ends. Which is pretty fucking on key that a deathmatch tournament would end with one of the main eventers leaving a fucking hospital, going to the fucking hospital. That's pretty correct. Yeah, this was a pretty cool card. I mean, the regular matches weren't fucking interesting by any means, but all the death matches were super sick, and every one of them were different in their own way.
None of the regular matches had any heat.
Yeah, because everyone was here for the death matches. What the fuck? Yeah. I'm not here to watch the fucking Headhunters and El Texano and Silver King, bro.
It's not like today when you'll have any type of wrestling fan, any show, and promoters will book accordingly. Like I know GCW.
Like, no, dude, this was a deathmatch tournament for deathmatch fans.
Yeah, they did not want to see regular pro wrestling.
Yeah, I'm not trying to see collar and elbows into fucking arm wrenches, bro. I'm trying to see thumbtack spots.
I don't care about the goddamn universe.
Yeah, I'm not trying to see no goddamn collar and elbow into an Irish whip, drop down, leapfrog, hip toss, reversal, into a fucking arm drag, headlock, bro. Like, I don't want to see this.
Fucking stare at each other. No, bro. Glass, thumbtacks,
Barbed
light tubes.
wire. I'm trying to see people die.
Right.
And shit, I mean, in Terry Funk's case, he pretty much did.
Yeah.
Because this dude literally could not continue, and that gets a ton of respect from me.
I agree.
So yeah, that was IWA Japan Kawasaki Dream from August 20th, 1995. Really cool show. Again, like I said before, anyone who wants to suggest a show to us, please suggest more Puro and Joshi type stuff, because we're looking to get into wrestling that we actually want to watch.
Yeah.
I don't know how many more mid 2000s Fed shows I can watch before I blow my brains out.
Right. And you can make those suggestions
at our Discord or on Twitter.
Twitter at TL Pros Pod. You can ask for the Discord link. Pretty active in Discord, so it's always cool.
It's also a good chance to get to talk to us personally, because we're both pretty active in there too.
Again, you can find us everywhere: Spotify, Apple, Google, YouTube. We
Bullhorn, Owl, whatever the fuck.
Don't forget to go ahead and leave a 5-star rating and even an Apple review if you're feeling spicy.
If you're feeling epic, it's a really awesome way to support us for free. You don't even got to have an iPhone or Apple products. You can just go to the iTunes website, hop on, drop a 5-ski on there. Helps us out a ton.
And if you do want to, if you are feeling a bit
crazy
and feel like supporting us monetarily, you can go ahead and be a patron.
Drop us $1. We'll give you a shout out on the show.
Right.
Hey, give us a little dollar ski. We'll shout you out. We'll shout you out. Thank you very much. Thanks, brother. Become a Liberty taker.
Right, you become a Liberty taker. That's the $10 tier. The $5 tier. We will do a Q&A at some point. You just
gotta get some patrons. Gotta get some questions. Gotta get some questions.
Right. And again, the $1 tier show. Anything. And I think that is it for us.
Yeah, I think that's gonna do it. I mean, we went, a little over an hour and a half ski. Hopefully, this was an entertaining show for all of you wonderful, beautiful people out there listening with your wonderful little ear holes. And hopefully you'll check us back here. Hopefully an exact week from now, we will see. Hopefully. We will see about that. But until next time, guys, we will see you in the future.
See ya.